Hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a video over July the 19th, 2022. So, pretty strong bull trend day. Pretty fascinating in the sense we only had one close below the moving average, which, just scroll back, that's not common. Here we had at least a few close, we had this whole portion down here below the moving average. We had a closes above the moving average. We had 3 closes below the moving average. Just trying to find one day where we had less than 2 closes above or below the moving average. Several. Here we had maybe this day 2 closes, so kind of similar to today. So coming into today, I thought today was going to be a trading range day, and I thought 75% chance we'd go sideways on the open for at least 2 hours. So 75% chance of trading range, price action for at least 2 hours, beginning by the end of the second hour. So beginning by 6:30 Pacific, 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 Central, or 11:30 Eastern. So trading range open. We know the range is going to double. It's a gap up, probably always in long. Bull breakout, so is it by the close? It probably is, but the bulls really need follow through. That is the minimum follow through. So some traders, a few ways you can handle it. You can keep your stop down there, betting that we get the second leg. You can, get out and look to buy a pullback. And if you notice, a lot of traders bought this close, disappointed, got out, and they bought the breakout, the retest right here. Other bulls would stay long. Bull breakout, but a wedge, 1, 2, 3. It's possible we get a bear inside bar and we get a couple legs down. I think we're going to the moving average. I think this is going to be a bull leg in a trading range, but so far we don't know yet. Weak, low one, you can call it a wedge. It's a weak, it's a 3 bar micro channel. It's probably buyers below and probably sellers above, so probably more trading range price action. Breakout bar, the channel's getting pretty tight. Bears haven't made money. I mean, maybe since the open, they haven't really had a good stop entry short all day. They sold below this, maybe scalped, but that's not that ideal of a trade. Breakout bar, follow through bar. Every bull that is bought on the open is now trapped. This is a bull breakout of a bear flag. Bull channel is always a bear flag. We're getting a bull breakout, so that makes me think we may go for a measured move. We don't know where the measured move is going to be. It could be measured move here, measured move here. We know in hindsight the measured move was here, but I'm going to leave it like that because I don't feel like changing it. But I would start with the measured move here or here. So it's by the close, bulls probably stop below. But, the bulls need follow through. And if, the bulls get a big bear bar closing way down here, they may get out. It's a micro channel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bar micro channel. So probably the first reversal down will fail. And buyers below. Weak sell signal bar, so not enough, it's not an always in short below. Some by the close bulls will be disappointed, will get out at break even, but the bulls that are getting out are going to be quick to buy again. High one buy, but probably sellers above. Better to wait for a bull bar closing on its high. Some traders will buy on a stop 1 tick above this bar, which is what happened right there. So the bulls, they were worried that they might get a micro double bottom or micro double top. So some would get out of break even. Too much risk of a sellers above and a second entry short and a sell off. However, when the bulls got that, that's a bad low too short, and bulls bought the close right on the open. So when you see this bar, we're going higher. It is a wedge, 1, 2, 3, bull breakout. It's another wedge, 1, 2, 3, but it's by the close. Follow through bar, so probably buyers below and at least second leg up. It's really, really hard to want to buy this far above the moving average, especially when we haven't touched the moving average all day. Traders want to buy a pullback, but if the market's not giving them a pullback, they're gonna buy in small pieces and buy as much as they can. And if that's the case, we may not get a small pullback. and we could be really high up before we get one. High one buy, but probably buyers above. So it's a bull bar, follow through bar, several consecutive buy climaxes here, buy climax here, 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 here. We're real close to this target. We may have to get up to it, but probably going to pull back at least a little bit before we do go much higher. It's hard to. We had a high one buy here that was successful. We had a high one buy here. We're probably not going to get a third high one buy. There's maybe your high one buy, but again, I think we're going to pull back. Big bear bar, but biggest bear bar so far of the day. Bears haven't made money on a stop. I don't really consider that. Maybe they did, but that's not a great stop entry. So first actual bear breakout bar of the day. May get a second leg down, but if the bulls have been forced to buy above the moving average this whole day, what do you think they're going to do right here? They're going to be thrilled to be able to buy at a lower price. And even if we sell off to here, they're going to buy again. They'll buy lower. So hesitation. So it's kind of two legs down. Some bulls will buy above. We'll use a wide stop down here, buy more lower. Other bulls may wait for a bull bar. And the bulls that waited, maybe they buy late above this bar. Bears, I don't think many bears sold below this bar. If they did, they'd bail out probably on the high of this bar. Some bulls may buy the high here or here, but again, hard to do that. Plus, I think a lot of bulls want to buy at the moving average. So breakout of a new high, best looking bull bars of the rally, probably going to convert to a trading range soon. This is unsustainable, so probably sideways here pretty soon. Bear bar, probably, always in bears. Aggressive always in bulls get out. Always in bulls get out, aggressive always in bears. They may sell for a scalp, but 2 or 3 bars down, 2 or 3 bars up, probably minor reversal and sideways. Maybe we come down to here, maybe we come to the moving average, but probably going sideways. Weak entry bar, looks like a lot of bears scalped. Tested this high, found buyers. So, again, if you're selling here, you have to make really quick decisions, and it's not ideal. 3 consecutive bars. We have a bull bar here. It's a second entry buy on a smaller time frame. It's a micro double bottom, down, up. So we went down on this bar and up on this bar, down on this bar, up on this bar. Some bulls will buy above, but 3 consecutive bear bars, wedge top, 1, 2, 3. Makes me think we're going to get a second leg down to the moving average in here. Deep pullback, testing the high close. Some bulls bought this close, disappointed. We'll get out break even, which is what caused that. Now we have a bear bar, head and shoulders top, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and probably going to go a little bit lower, but maybe not. We may not go that much lower. Weak, so we did not touch the moving average. Weak signal bar for the bulls, probably going sideways. And we'll get to the moving average. Bull bar, so 2 legs down. Bears that sold below probably get out above a bull bar. Too much, especially above a second entry. Too much risk. Too much risk that we go sideways to up. Bull bar, follow through bar. Breakout, back to always in long. New high of the day. Triangle, may come back to it later in the day. Strong enough by the close, may get a second leg up. So a lot of bulls, bears, if they're selling, they want a stop entry or breakout with follow through, and this is not enough. So strong breakout bar, yes, but probably buyers below. So bulls will buy the close. Disappointment, but not enough to sell below, so probably going higher. Bull bar, bear bar, but again, still the same. And we had another bull bar and then a bear bar. So it's a wedge, 1, 2, 3. The bulls bought, disappointed. A lot of bulls may get out below this bar and see what the reversal down looks like. But again, it'll probably be bought. Bear bar, weakness, another bear bar, and then a bull bar. So it's touched the moving average for the first time today. Micro channel down, but again, it's always in long. And if bulls have been buying above the moving average aggressively for all day, they'll probably buy the first touch of the moving average, especially if it closes on a bull bar. Other bulls will wait for a second entry buy, micro double bottom. Hesitation, it's a low one, but not a good short below. So some traders, some bears sold, disappointed, tried to get out break even. Bulls can buy above this bar. They can wait for this bar and buy above it. And strong follow through bar here, break out to a new high. Probably going at least a little bit higher. Another bull bar. It's clearly by the close, buy for any reason. And big bull bar, follow through bar, another follow through bar. This is climactic. Probably gonna, we're probably not gonna go much higher realistically on the day. So a lot of bulls will start taking profits and bet that the market will enter a trading range like this and look to buy lower. So if you're buying here, you have to think about where's your stop. If you buy here, you're gonna put a stop down here, and what's your expectation? So most traders will probably start looking to buy below things, 5-10 points below, and bet that there will be a reversal up. So bear bar, traders bought it. High one buy, but we had a high one buy here, high one buy here. It's the best looking high one buy. Strongest move late in the day. Probably going to go more sideways. Bulls bought this close, disappointed, and they bought more lower down here. Probably will get out somewhere to break even up here. And bears got a bear breakout, but it was immediately bought. You can call it a low one short, two-legged pullback, but probably going to close below the moving average and fall below this low right here, which is what happened there. We actually went below that low. So bulls will buy it, and then we got a bull bar, and then we rallied back up to the highs, testing the high close. So bulls bought this close, scaled and lower, trying to get out break even. This is disappointing enough that a lot of bulls were just happy to get out near, somewhere up here. So they see a big bull bar, they think, what a gift, and they're happy to get out. And really went sideways into the close till the end of the day. And, again, bears bought, buy the close, bulls here. Some just disappointed getting out somewhere up here, small loss with a profit on their scale in. That's why that went outside down. Bear bar, bear closed below the moving average, but haven't closed below it all day. Bulls will buy, betting that the bears will fail. Bull bar, strong bull bar, and then we got a bear bar. So realistically, at the end of the day, most traders would be better off getting out below this bar if they're long. So some bulls buy, and they'd get out below. Late in the day, too much risk of a strong sell-off, and just not worth it from a risk-reward perspective, and sideways into the close. So we actually closed nearly on the high tick of the day. So the close was 375. We have a one tick tail on the day. So if you look at the daily chart, that is a very strong close. And I'm sure something's screwed up here. So it's saying we have a 2-tick tail on top, but it's actually saying we have like a 5-point tail on top. I don't think that's true. We'd have to look at the CME though to be certain, but from what it looks like right here, there is no tail. So good day for the bulls. It's climactic. So same thing as today as what I thought this morning. I think we're gonna be in a trading range on the open for at least a few hours, and Barker will decide if we're gonna get follow through after today's bar or second entry short, micro double top, and sell off. We may have to get above this high tomorrow.